Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. I know, how bizarre, I'm so random, I can't believe I just did that, a speed build on my channel. Stop, call the police. Call the police, it's happening, I'm changing. I'm not honestly not changing. I needed a very quick video and I thought, nah, I'll do a nice suburban home, you know, what could possibly go wrong? And then me being me, I am extra. I decided to then be like, nah, let's make a massive family home because I just love to make my life hard for myself. And then I was like, nah, let's make this secret baby snatching home where people steal babies and they keep them in here. And then I was like, that's a bit too dark actually, and I'm trying to be a family friendly channel right now. So what I decided to do instead was 100 baby house, and it killed me. It big fat killed me. I don't know why I decided to do it to myself, because I'll tell you what, it's 20 to 9 right now. I've got to be leaving the house tomorrow at 2:45 in the morning. I haven't had a bath, I haven't washed my hair, I'm not ready, I haven't packed. I'm supposed to email my tutor my dissertation plan at maybe like 12 o'clock today, and it's just, you know what, I've got stuff on though. I've got stuff on, but I do this a lot. I make things harder for myself, so I could have just done a nice little suburban. I didn't. I chose not to, and that fault resides with me and me only. But you know what, I had a good time. As stressful as it was, I was listening to my Harry Potter audio book, getting ready, getting excited for Harry Potter World studio tours in London tomorrow. A little bit scared because I am a very northern gal and my family is a very northern family, and we don't leave the north. In fact, we're quite intimidated by the south because we just don't leave the north. Nothing against southern people, by the way, if you're watching this, I don't want to offend you. It's not that we don't like you, it's just that we don't leave our house. And especially because the northeast, there's not really any travel wise, like trains and stuff, they're not the best from the northeast. So usually, even if we wanted to leave the northeast, we just couldn't, because you can't, because no one wants us to leave. No, I'm joking. We are like that secret part of England though. I feel like everybody just forgets about, and then you see Charlotte from Geordie Shore and people are like, oh my god, yeah, the northeast exists. Or you watch your Catherine Cookson film on the telly on a Sunday and everyone's speaking in a northeast accent and you're like, oh yeah. But actually, and then you watch my videos too, and I am loud and proud with my accent. I love where I'm from, love who I am. You know what, honestly, like, let's just get things deep for a second. I was thinking about this as I was driving today. I should have been thinking about the road, but you know what, you win some, you lose some, you can't win it all. And I just thought, some people in my life that I've met hate where they're from and detest where they're from, and then I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to get out of this town and everything like that. And I understand it to some extent because where I'm from is very poverty stricken and there's not the best opportunities here. And I'm like, I understand that, but always be proud of where you come from, you know. Don't ever forget where you come from, because as much as my town's a poverty stricken town and there's no opportunities for anyone, I am who I am because of my town, not despite my town. Is that coming across properly? Like, basically, just own where you live. Like, I love Middlesbrough. It's absolutely off it. You'll see people drinking cans at like 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, and you know what, that's just them. Let them live their life. Like, honestly, I wish the government would help out a little bit more, but that one's bad by, isn't it? Let's not get political in this video. I'm trying to withhold my socialism. On a lighter note, anyway, I'm going to Harry Potter studio tours tomorrow. I have said I've been getting myself hipped, hopped and hyped by listening to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets audiobook on Audible. Hashtag not sponsored. I wish, because I'm currently paying like a tenner a month from Audible right now, but it's alright because I'm working on my collection of Harry Potter books, and I'm just really honestly into it. I'm into Harry Potter anyway. I could tell you that one for free. You could tell yourself that one for free. I make it no secret how obsessed I am with Harry Potter, but I swear, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Honestly, when I get in the bath, I listen to it. When I'm doing my makeup, brushing my teeth, I'm listening to this audiobook, and honestly, it's drama central right now. Harry has just been caught by people with Justin Finch Fletchley petrified on the floor and nearly headless Nick, and Ernie Macmillan thinks it's Harry, and I know you don't care, but I am sweating thinking about all this drama. I can't wait to finish this voiceover so I can go back and listen to Harry Potter audiobook, and I'm going to be listening to it all the way in London, all the way in the car. I'm excited. I just love Harry Potter, you know. Like, The Sims is great and all, but Harry Potter is definitely my number one love. But I don't think I could live without The Sims or Harry Potter. Like, if you made me choose, I'd just go, oh, I can't. You know what, if I can't have both of yous, I don't want none of yous. I'd be very dramatic about it, 100%. But I'm excited. I'm very stressed right now because I've got a lot of things on. I don't know if I've mentioned it, because this is like my third time doing this voiceover, so I don't even know what I've spoke about. But I have my master's project. I mention my master's project a lot, by the way. Like, that's the only thing about my personality right now. So yeah, I have a master's project and it's very difficult, and I've got to do 5,000 words and 20 pieces of content. But a month tomorrow, I'll be done and I'll be educated to a master's level in my subject. Like, how obscene's that? because I'm quite thick and I don't actually know that much, but I'm going to be educated to master's level. How have I fluked that? But I've done it, and soon I will be a master in my field, so that's good. Also, something else that is a defining characteristic of my personality lately, or something that I'm just attributing to myself, I was spiked, and honestly, my Discord name is I Was Spiked on the 3rd of August 2019. I've changed my nicknames on all Facebook Messenger to I Was Spiked. I let my parents know on a daily basis that I was spiked. I'm just so shocked by it all, and I'm going to tell you the story of what happened. I don't know who done it, because I don't even think there's any cameras at the pub that I was at, but if you know Middlesbrough, I was at the Linthorpe Hotel, the Linny, and I was there for my friend Ted's birthday. Love you, Ted. And I'd had 2 pints over the course of 3 hours, and for me, I know my limits, and 2 pints, nah, that probably wouldn't touch me. Bear in mind it's over 3 hours. So I was very lucky. Like, always be careful with your drinks, and I always am careful with my drinks, but I don't know how this has happened, but it's definitely happened. I was completely fine. Texted my boyfriend like, oh, can you come pick us up? My phone's going out of charge, but just come into the pub. I'll be here. So that happened. Thankfully, he came and picked us up, right? And then as he picked us up, I went, oh, give me a second before we go. I'm going to go to the toilet. Again, thankfully, as I said, I'm going to the toilet, my friend was like, oh, I'll go with you. So I had to walk across this pub with my mate to the toilet. Can you imagine if I was by myself? Because I swear to God, the second I entered that car, the spikeness kicked in. I was drugged, and I couldn't see or anything like that. And you know where you're like, I know that this is not just off 2 pints. Like, I haven't had a bad pint because I'd just be sick, but I couldn't see or anything like that. I can't remember my car ride home. I remember going to McDonald's because I was like, I need to go in there and I need to go to the toilet now because I felt a little bit sick. I remember that. But we dropped my friend off at home. Can't remember that. Can't remember any of the rest of the drive home, so that's a little bit scary. My boyfriend like dropped us off home, took us in the house and everything. I said to Mum, like, I don't feel quite right. And my mum was like, oh, you've probably just had a bad pint. But I knew, you know, you're like, nah, this isn't me. This is not me. So I tried to go to bed. I couldn't. I honestly couldn't. I had 2 portions of large fries from McDonald's as well. And I was devastated because I couldn't even eat them because I felt that sick. So I took myself to the toilet, fell asleep with my audiobook, Harry Potter on, obviously. And I had a cover over me. And then I woke up a couple of hours later. And I was like, where's my phone? Still in the bathroom. And I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was looking around the house and stuff like that. And then I realised that my blanket had changed, the one that was over me. And I thought, God bless our mum. She's took my blanket off me and switched my blanket and stuff like that. And she's obviously went and put my phone on charge because it was out of charge. Oh, love her. What a good soul. So I went upstairs. Phone wasn't on the charger. I thought, I've been robbed as well as spiked. Like, could this get any worse? Well, I was being a little bit dramatic there. So I was searching around the house in every single room. I was searching under the cabinets in the bathroom and everything. Couldn't find it. Walked into my mum's room and my phone, because my nephew like sleeps in bed with our mum because he's like 4-year-old. He's not going to fall out the bed in case anyone's worrying. Like, do not call RSPCA or RSPB or whatever. So my phone was next to him on the bed, and I'd stole his quilt off him, and that's what was round me. So I'd stole a quilt off my own nephew, and I have no recollection of this. And I'll tell you what, I don't sleepwalk, so I was most definitely drugged. And I've even changed my Instagram captions to I was drunk. It's just so bizarre. It's so bizarre, but I was so lucky that I'd texted my boyfriend before my phone went out of charge saying, can you come pick me up? I was so lucky that my mate decided to go to the toilet with me, because she didn't have to, because I was fine. I could have held myself then, but I think I had about a 5-minute gap where things could have got not safe very fast. So always watch your drinks, kids. Even though I did watch mine, so I'm just very confused about the full thing. Just want to say as well that when I did wake up, I was completely fine. Like, I didn't even feel tipsy or anything like that. So I'd went from not being able to see, not being able to walk, not being able to move without throwing up and not having a clue what's happening, to a couple of hours later being completely fine. So I think everything had left my system then. And if anybody's worrying, don't worry. I was able to eat my 2 portions of large fries by McDonald's. But it's an interesting conversation to have, right? Because as a woman, I know the majority of my friends that are females have been spiked, but none of my male friends have been spiked, and it's a little bit scary, isn't it? Like, genuinely, it is scary. But anyway, I forgot I'd been spiked, you know. I only remembered halfway through this voiceover, but yeah, I left the house once and got spiked, and that's my life. But I'm going to end it here. But I'll put some pictures in the end as well. I hope you like the speed build. Sorry for just talking about me for the full time. If there's any sharp intakes of breaths, just know I'm breathing. I'm an asthmatic girl, so there probably is some, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.